What is going on, everybody? Jake, Fantasy Headliners. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there. Today we kick off our quick and dirty top 30 running backs here for Week 14 fantasy football. Now, some news just coming out here recently this afternoon. No Christian McCaffrey. Looks like this week he will be doubtful to play. Not what we're looking forward to. A lot of teams going back into the fantasy playoffs hoping to have him. More than likely will not. But let's head into the top 30. And we're going to kick it off right now at number 30 with Nyheim Hines of the Indianapolis Colts. A matchup going up against the Las Vegas Raiders, so not a bad matchup, but sure, this is still Jonathan Taylor's backfield as of right now. Nyheim Hines has still showed some decent flex value, especially in PPR leagues, though. Got him right here, number 30. Number 29 is Jamal Williams, Green Bay Packers, going up against the Detroit Lions. A great matchup for this backfield. We know they've been known to split the touches in this backfield from time to time, right? We've seen it over and over again. Jamal Williams could go out there and easily touch the ball 15 times this week against Detroit, and a very poor run defense got him at 29. Number 28 is Ty Johnson, New York Jets, going up against the Seattle Seahawks, and there's still no word yet whether Frank Gore will be 100% ready to go for this weekend or not. If he's not, it means more volume going the way of Ty Johnson. Is he going to be, as productive as maybe he was last week? No, a little bit more difficult matchup this week going against Seattle, but the touches should be there. Got him at 28. 27, hurts my heart to put Miles Sanders at 27. Now, reports are coming out that he's going to be running the read option with Jalen Hurts, and if that's the case, that would be amazing. That could possibly help out the potential ceiling of Miles Sanders. The problem is we just haven't seen that yet. We don't want to trust the word of Doug Peterson because, A, he has been horrible with play calling all year long, it seems like. It's just a lot of question marks surrounding this Philadelphia offense, and as of late, Miles Sanders has done nothing but hurt fantasy teams due to his lack of volume. For right now, until we can see anything different, got him at 27. 26, Devontae Booker, Las Vegas Raiders. Looks like no Josh Jacobs once again this week, going up against the Indianapolis Colts. Not the easiest of matchups, but another one of those situations where he should see the volume, right? 15 plus touches. He's been productive in this backfield at times before, and if he can find the end zone, is a great flex option here once again in Week 14. Got him at 26. 25, J.D. McKissic, Washington football team. Sounds like no Antonio Gibson. Insert J.D. McKissic and his pass-catching upside. This dude goes out almost on a weekly basis, sees about 10 targets, is game script proof for the most part because they do run in between the tackles as well. And with no Antonio Gibson, all of a sudden, the touchdown upside will creep up. Right now, got him at 25. 24 is DeAndre Swift, Detroit Lions, a great matchup going up against Green Bay. The issue here, we don't even know if he's going to play or not this week still. There's a lot of question marks surrounding DeAndre Swift as of right now, and maybe he plays, maybe he doesn't. It's something we need to pay attention to as we go into the weekend. If he doesn't, Adrian Peterson will slide into this spot right here. If DeAndre Swift is 100% good to go, he will climb up these rankings in a great matchup against Green Bay. We just don't know too much about him as of yet. Number 23 is Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Kansas City Chiefs, going up against the Miami Dolphins. A decent matchup for CEH, right? Last week we saw him as an emergency use only running back, was dealing with an illness. They didn't want to risk by throwing him out there, said he'd lost a few pounds. But honestly, even before that, this backfield has been almost non-existent between him and Le'Veon Bell. The volume just isn't there. The touchdown upside has dwindled because Patrick Mahomes just wants to throw the ball all four quarters. For right now, got CEH 23. 22, Cam Akers, Los Angeles Rams, finally starting to take over this backfield, and he's going to get a matchup here on Thursday Night Football to kind of showcase his talents in front of a national audience against the New England Patriots. No, not the easiest of matchups, but we've seen this guy be explosive and powerful here over the past couple weeks. Got him at 22. 21, Raheem Mostert, San Francisco 49ers, going up against the Washington football team. And he's a little bit disappointing in Week 13, right? We expected a little bit more out of Raheem Mostert, and honestly, he looked great to start the game. Some big runs, and then basically just dwindled down the stretch, and Jeff Wilson Jr. and Tevin Coleman saw touches in the backfield, which makes absolutely no sense. You can tell when you watch film that Raheem Mostert is the best option in this backfield. He just needs more volume. Maybe they're trying to keep him a little bit more fresh. They don't want to overwork him too fast and have him go out on injury again, but really, at this point, what does it matter? San Francisco's not going anywhere. Give the dude the football, but until they can be more consistent with it, got him at 21. Number 20 is J.K. Dobbins, Baltimore Ravens, going up against the Cleveland Browns Monday Night Football, and the Dobbins takeover is slowly happening in Baltimore. He's starting to outsnap Gus Edwards and Mark Ingram and get more volume. We've seen the touchdown upside. We've seen the big playability. Love J.K. Dobbins. He's going to continue to climb. Got him at number 20. Number 19, David Johnson, Houston Texans. A difficult matchup going up against the Chicago Bears, but with banged up pass-catching weapons in Houston, we're hoping that David Johnson can see an expanded role in the pass-catching game and give him a little bit more volume on a weekly basis. Got him at number 19. Number 18, Kareem Hunt, Cleveland Browns, going up against those Baltimore Ravens on Monday Night Football. Haven't seen a whole lot of Kareem Hunt as of late, right? Well, that's because Cleveland's been winning ball games and relying on Nick Chubb in the running game. We haven't needed to throw the ball too much to Kareem Hunt. This could be one of those weeks where they need to rely on him a little bit more against Baltimore. Got him at 18. Number 17 is James Conner, Pittsburgh Steelers, Sunday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills. I think a lot of people are forgetting about James Conner here as of late because we've been without him for a few weeks, but this could be a great chance for him to bounce back in a great matchup against Buffalo, who struggled against the run here as of late. We could be looking at a shootout, and if he can find some carries at the goal line inside the 5, we could see some serious scoring from James Conner this week. Got him at 17. Number 16 is Wayne Gallman, New York Giants, going up against the Arizona Cardinals. We saw his touchdown streak come to an end last week. However, dude still rushed for over 100 yards and put up great numbers for a solid flex value on a weekly basis. Got him at 16 right now. Number 15 is Ronald Jones, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a matchup against the Minnesota Vikings, and the Bucs got to get back on track, right? They're coming off of their bye week in a must-win situation. Ronald Jones has been the best option in this backfield, and I expect them to lean on him a little bit more just to start this ball game. Got Ronald Jones at 15. 14, Melvin Gordon, Denver Broncos kind of had a little bit of a rebirth last week, right? We saw vintage Melvin Gordon last week is what we saw. And now he gets a matchup here this week against the Carolina Panthers, a Panthers team which could be depleted due to COVID-19 issues, which means we may actually see a Denver lead where they can lean a little bit more on the run and Melvin Gordon. Got him right here at 14. 13, Kenyon Drake continues his second half of the season, push here for a lot of fantasy owners going up against the New York Giants. We know they're relying on him a little bit more here as of late because, yes, Kyler Murray is not 100%, which means more volume going the way of Kenyon Drake. We love to see it. Got him at 13. Number 12 is Myles Gaskin, a matchup going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. So a great matchup for Myles Gaskin, plus the volume is there. This guy is a lock almost to go out and get over 20 touches a week, plus he's involved in the passing game, in a game in which we need to see a lot of offense from Miami. I got Myles Gaskin at number 12. Number 11, Zeke Elliott, Dallas Cowboys, going up against the Cincinnati Bengals, and this could be one of those games where Dallas actually has a lead and can rely on the running game a little bit more. Saw Zeke try to get going last week. Expect him to kind of take another small step forward. It's the touchdowns we're missing, right? Those are what we need, and those are what we are not getting. Until we start seeing more of him, he's going to remain here as a low-end running back 1. Got him at number 11. Number 10, Alvin Kamara, New Orleans Saints, going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. All of his owners were very happy to see him find the end zone last week, and I have a feeling New Orleans needs to continue to get him going so they can make a run here late into the season. Taysom Hill is not holding them back whatsoever as far as, wins and losses go. We need some more fantasy production out of Alvin Kamara, and I expect it to continue to try to grow here over the coming weeks so they can get things dialed in for the playoffs. Got Alvin Kamara, number 10. Number 9 is Jonathan Taylor, Indianapolis Colts, a matchup going up against those Las Vegas Raiders. A great matchup for Jonathan Taylor, and over the past couple weeks, we've really seen him take over this backfield, and it seems like the game has slowed down for him because he's starting to make some bigger plays, which really helps us fantasy owners. Got him at number 9. Number 8, David Montgomery continues to absolutely kill it down the stretch here and now gets a great matchup going up against one of the worst run defenses in all of football, the Houston Texans. With Mitch Trubisky under center, David Montgomery's value has skyrocketed. Got him right now at number 8. Number 7 is Austin Eckler, Los Angeles Chargers, going up against the Atlanta Falcons. Now, we've seen the Atlanta Falcons run Ds be pretty impressive here over the past few weeks, but luckily, we need more volume in the passing game to Austin Eckler, and that's where he could really excel this week. Looking for the Chargers offense to bounce back in a decent matchup. Got Austin Eckler at number 7. Number 6, Nick Chubb, Cleveland Browns, Monday Night Football going up against the Baltimore Ravens. A difficult matchup, but we've come to trust the Chubb here, right? We know he's going to see the volume. He is that offense. The offense runs through Nick Chubb on a weekly basis. We don't have to overly worry about Kareem Hunt taking touches, and Nick Chubb can break off a big run in a heartbeat against anyone. Still got him ranked here pretty high, number 6. Number 5, Chris Carson, Seattle Seahawks. He's going up against the New York Jets, and his involvement in the passing game is what really gives him that safer floor on a weekly basis, right? They've slowly worked him back into this offense. He seems to be 100% in a great matchup. Got Chris Carson, number 5. Number 4, Dalvin Cook, Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, he's a few spots below number 1 where he spent most of the season, but he's going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, one of the best run defenses in all of football. Sure, he's still going to get the volume, but it's a lot easier to throw against Tampa Bay than it is to run on them. We could see more Adam Thielen. We could see more Justin Jefferson. Maybe not going to see, Dalvin Cook go out and get 38 touches this week like he did last week. Had to drop him down a couple spots here. Got him at number 4. Number 3, James Robinson, Jacksonville Jaguars. He's got a great matchup going up against the Tennessee Titans, and James Robinson doesn't really care who he plays. He's going to go out there. He's going to see 20-plus touches. He's going to have some touchdown upside. He's going to be involved in the passing game and has been one of the most pleasant surprises to so many people in fantasy football. Honestly, this dude may be the fantasy football MVP for the year because most people picked him up off of waivers after the first week or two. Love James Robinson. Got him at number 3. Number 2, Aaron Jones, Green Bay Packers. He's got that matchup going up against the Detroit Lions. We mentioned this when we talked about Jamal Williams earlier. One of the best matchups he can possibly have going up against a non-existent run defense of the Detroit Lions. My only concern with Aaron Jones is maybe they get a decent lead there in the second half, and we see a little bit more Jamal Williams than we really want to see. However, the way that Aaron Jones can break off the big play, he doesn't need 20 to 25 touches. This dude goes out there and gets 17 or so. We're going to be pleasantly happy. Got him right here, number 2. Which means number 1's Derrick Henry, Tennessee Titans, going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. A great matchup finally for Derrick Henry. Kind of been below average here, as of late, but don't worry. Derrick Henry is going to carry you through the fantasy playoffs with a great upcoming schedule, and you're going to see the volume from him. Bring on some touchdowns this week against Jacksonville. Got Derrick Henry as my number 1 running back in Week 14. But that's my quick and dirty top 30 running backs here for Week 14 fantasy football. Hopefully that helps make some of your decisions a little bit easier. Just a reminder, looking for more detailed information on these guys, that can be found in the Start Sit video. And also, don't forget, everybody's rankings are different, right? You probably don't agree with all of my top 30. That's okay. Remember, these are all about sharing perspective. The way other people see things really help paint a complete picture for you, the team owner, and makes your decisions a little bit easier, and that's what it's all about. But we greatly appreciate the support out there. Hopefully you guys had a great week this week, and good luck going into your fantasy playoffs. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one.